respected Honorable Secretary, AGO sir, and conveners, thankful to them, arrange the class and take the special initiation step, complete the syllabus through the Zoom classes. And special and also and thanks to who are the helpers in the Zoom class, Tulsi sir and our DU madam. Next, okay. So generally classes are 11 o'clock. All the students immediately join to within link is given. You are ready to join the link. Generally 10 minutes, nearly 5 minutes or 10 minutes is the waste of the time to join the Zoom class. Okay. Another one, another important one. You should or you must take the textbook and one of the rough notebook. Textbook is the primary. Textbooks to pencil. You have to main point what are the points are written on the blackboard, and specifically orally I said to the points, underline the points in your textbooks. That is the easy understand. And generally the textbook, what is the use of the textbooks? Actually, first so many tables are given in your textbooks and statements are given. So that's why easy understanding of the statements, tables, easy understanding through the tables and statements. So that's why textbook is the primary need to understanding the lessons. Chapter, third chapter. Chapter also show the once I have to show the chapter 3, production and employment. First starting age, production. We are going to the, we are already one of, suppose you are buying the one of the any cell phone, and you have to observe the what you are observed first company. What is the company? Company first we refer to the company. And what is the company is production. So in Telugu, Utpatti. What is the production of the company? So today also, what is the meaning of the production? And another one, suppose you are working out, any person is working in any place, that person is called the employment. Employment place is called employment. Providing the employment, that is providing the employee, that is the call in the employment. So okay, we can discuss about the production and employment. First you should observe statement is given in your textbooks. Observe the first Hindu learning. GDP growth slumps to 9 years low, and a low down. First start production and employments. That is the data up to Hindu. This is the statement is given in the Hindu newspaper. Hindu newspapers low. What is our GDP? Generally, we observe just say GDP growth slumps to 9 years low. And previously back the 9 years, this is the first time deduction of the GDP. So what is the mention? Once I have to read this is the extra syllabus for the students. In the leisure time, you have to read, you have to understand. Actually, without the Zoom classes, for offline, we can give the time to read that. But present online slow, actually extra syllabus of the social studies. So I can't explain of the extra syllabus in your textbooks. You have to read yourself. This is the student activity. You have to read once and what you are understanding of the GDP. This is the printed of the newspaper. Next to sectors of economy. Blackboard. Sectors of economy. So sectors of economy. Observe next sectors of economy. Sectors. How many sectors generally? Actually, when we are going to the economics, sectors. Next heading is the sectors of economy. Sectors of economy. So is there visible? Next time I will use the only black code. But according to my knowledge, there is no visible on the monitor of the computer. Next time I will use the black, that is the suitable for visible of the letters. Okay, and extremely sorry. Next time I will be arranging sectors of economy. So economy, how many sectors are there? Even this is the knowledge of the 8th class. 3 sectors of the economy: primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sectors of the general. What is the primary sector? Agriculture. What is the secondary sector? Industry. What is the tertiary sector? Service. 2 names today: primary sector, secondary sector, priority sectors. And the third sector is priority sector. Primary sector is another call is agriculture. Agriculture and agriculture based industries are called the primary sector. Industries and industry based industries are called the secondary sector. And the service sector is called the priority sector. So how many sectors are in the economy? You can give the answer. Primary sector or agriculture sector, secondary sector or industry sector, service sector, priority sector or service sectors. Or both are, you can write the any answers. This is the economy of sectors. Next to sectors of economics, these are the sectors. Generally, what is this? Generally, India observe what is the portion of the first sector, second sector, third sector? Present, what is the importance of the first sector? In India's law, especially majority, nearly more than 50% of the people depending upon the first sector in agriculture. 20% are depending upon the industry sector. Other 30% are depending upon the service sector. So we can discuss about what is the importance of the sector in economy, what is the use of the sectors in economy, how many sectors are there, what is the influence in our country, we can discuss. But already first sectors of economy, how many sectors of economy, how to identify. Next is the sectors of economy to recall the difference. Next table learning. Sectors of economy, some occupations are given. So the table is this one. Occupational classification. Once after show the table. Table observe cheyandi. This primary sector, tailor. Classifications of the sectors. Sectors are primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector. Now tailor anukoni. What is the sector? Big idea untunda. Tailor is a service. He providing the service. Tertiary sector or service sector. Next one, basket weaver. Basket weaver. Now you can write the another examples. First sector, second sector, tertiary sector. You have to fill the tables. Milk vendor, fisherman, priest, courier. You write down there. Primary sector, secondary sector, third sector. Thinking about it in your mind. This is the extra activity of the textbooks. Extra activity, the students should complete the extra activity. Teachers can give the guidance, or offline, online. Any doubts today? Next, last 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes is given. At the time you can ask, I am ready to give the explanation. So, next to continue work in manufacturing. Next is gardener, potter, beekeeper, astronaut, call center employee, or classification. You can write down the classifications. Let this not next level. Skip by okay. Next one, another same data. Once you have to next pictures observe. Observe the pictures and mention the sector which they belong to. One sector no observe there. You will some first picture, second, third, fourth. You have to complete. Before going to the pictures, the following table shows the percentage of the workers employed in different sectors. Already there is no pictures in your computer. Textbooks observe. Textbooks observe that year Richard 70 to 73. Agriculture into the how many members of the working of the percentage? No, it is not there. The slide is not appeared in the matter, but the slide is in your textbooks observe. Page number 29. Table percentage of the workers 70 to 73. 2019 agriculture is 74% of the persons are already working in the agriculture. So show the textbooks. Industry, service. So some ask the questions. You can write down the answers. Next pictures low some members. Next to second Roman law, identify the person which they are belong to the observe the pictures and mention the sectors. First the agriculture persons. What they belongs to sector. Second sector, what they are doing? They are also they are also collecting some fruits. Next, the third one, telecom department. Fourth one, what they are doing? They are fitting the glasses. So you can, what are they, you are observe the pictures, what they are doing, and to mention the sectors. First sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector. First sector is the agriculture, second sector is the industry, third sector is the service. You can mention that. Next to gross domestic product. Blackboard. Next to gross domestic product, GDP. What is the GDP? What is the use of the GDP? To present, when we are going to the GDP, some introduction is the importance. Suppose in your locality, how to calculate the poor and rich? What is the indicator? Do you know? Income. My income is the nearly 60,000. Another person is working in the, my wife also is a teacher, 80,000 or 90,000. Total 1,50,000 nearly. So I am a rich or poor, that the government is recognized me, I am a rich person, not a poor person. Because my income is the more. What is the indicator calculation of the poor and rich? Income is the indicator. Income. Some persons are the agricultural person. The government has given to the ration card, white ration card, because his income is the low. So that's why the government is provided the ration card of the white ration card. But the government has given to me is not given to the white ration card. Is given to the pink ration card. I am a rich and I am not a poor person. I am a above line of the poor, below line of the poor. I am above line of the poor person. So that is calculation. What is the calculation? What is the indicator? What is the indicator to know about the rich and poor? Income. Income is the primary source. 2 is the indicator. We said the poor. Who is the poor? Who is the rich? Income is the indicator. Next one. Total. What is the GDP? Total value of the goods and services. Total value of the goods and services in the country, that is called GDP. Total value of the goods and services in our country or any country, that is called GDP. Total value of the gross and domestic. Total value of the goods and service. Total value of the goods and service. Total value చేస్తాం, goods ను calculate చేస్తాం. ఇప్పుడు suppose I have one of the company, what is the cell phone companies అనుకోండి, total goods అనేది calculate చేస్తాం. All companies cell phones, what is the value? All the companies TVs, what is the value? Total values. So the total value of the goods and services is called the GDP, gross domestic product. Gross domestic product. What is the definition of the GDP? You can give the answer. The total value of goods and service is called the GDP. This is total definition of the definition. Next, graph 1. This is primary knowledge of the graph 1. Aggregate graph 1. Observe the graph 1. So graph 1 is given. Acknowledge one of. Observe the graph. What do you understand? What is the message of the graph? Graph 1. Graph 1. What is the GDP by agriculture, industry, and service sectors? GDP by GDP. Student, GDP. 3 colors are given. First color agriculture, second is the industry, third color is the service. And date 1970 to 73, 2009 to 10. Service sectors. Total rupees, crores. Rupees lo crores unani, crore. One side. Idi చూపిస్తే కనబడుతుంది మేడం ఇట్లా పిక్చర్స్. No. Okay. So once observe them. మీరు observe the pictures. This is the data is given. Two data are given. One is the 71, 72, 73, 2009 to 10. మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. ఫస్ట్ 72, 73లో Agriculture total rupees 20 crores. How many crores? Next, industry, how many crores? Service, how many crores? Total aggregation. What is the total aggregation of the 72-73? 5,86,000 crores. But 2009-10 observation, agriculture sector, what is the amount GDP total total amount, total value of the goods and service? 2009-10 total aggregation 45 lakhs. What is the different? Where is the 5 lakhs? Where is the 45 lakhs? Total GDP, gross domestic production, total GDP by agriculture, industry and service sectors. That is the aggregation and the total. 40 lakhs crores increasing. Compare them 72-73 and 2009-10. Present is nearly 1 crores. Actually, present total 2000 data is given 45 lakhs. Present 1 crore for nearly 95,000 crores. That is the really GDP low, excellent development compared to all the countries. Really, that is the appreciation of the our government. But GDP excellent. But average income load we have the problem. Okay. Next one's observation pictures. Some questions already answered the following questions. That is the extra activity. Once you observe the table and you have ready to give the answer. Is there any doubt? Next tomorrow also I can read the subject. 10 minutes is given, 5 minutes minimum time is given. At that time you have to ask. I am ready to give the answers. Okay. Okay, Nana. Once observe that, what do you understanding of the graph? So total observation is excellent increasing of the aggregation compared to 70-73, 2009-10. All the sectors, agriculture sector, industry sector, service sectors. Next topic, how do we estimate GDP? Next one, next table, total value. How do we estimate GDP? So once I have to explain, how do we estimate? Next topic. How do we estimate GDP? Table is given. Total value of goods sold each stage. Stage 1 is there, stage 2 is there, stage 3 is there. Stage 1, sale of paddy by farmer to rice mill owner, 250 already. Stage 2, sale of rice and husky and rice mill owner to hoteler, 3,600. Stage 3, sales of idli and dosha, 5,000. How to next topic? How do we estimate it? This one first stage we can't calculate. Second stage we can't calculate. Only we have to last final stage. We have to take the final stage of the GDP. First primary and the secondary we can't calculate in GDP. First final. What is the final? Stage 3 is the final. That is the GDP calculation of the GDP. We can't add in the 3 stages. Stage 1. We can't add stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Only you are adding the stage 3. That is the final. That is the final. Final goods and service is called. Final goods and service is called the GDP. Final goods and service. Secondary or primary, that is not considered in GDP. That is the very important point. That is the very important. Next, table of the second table. Next one, what is that? What's the next pictures? We are going to the tables. Pictures observed. In the above example, paddy, rice, one of them agriculture person. In this above example, paddy or rice is the intermediate goods. And stage 1, stage is called the intermediate goods. Intermediate. And there is not final use. If already suppose intermediate goods is not in final. Is not in final. Suppose already anything dal is a secondary stage. We have to curry after complete, that is the final stage. అంటే మనకు పప్పు ఉంటుంది. పప్పు అనేటువంటిది మనం అది సెకండరీ స్టేజ్. అది ఇంకా మనకు ఫైనల్ రావాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? కూర చేసుకోవాలి. అది దట్ ఈస్ ద కాల్. One's observation in the above example, paddy or rice is the intermediate goods and idli is the final goods. The following are a few goods we consume in our daily lives. List some of the intermediate goods against each one. Final goods. Even final goods which are. But you have read the intermediate goods, you can write your example. Final goods is notebook, car, computer. What are the intermediate goods? Once you have to think one of the example already. Dog. You can write another two examples. Diesel, petrol, ink. Ink and gold. What is the final stage? Pen lo adding this thing, that is the you write the so final goods. What are the different final goods and intermediate goods? Final goods directly you have to consume. Man direct go upayinchukochu. Intermediate goods we can't use the directly. Okay, that is the difference. Final goods and intermediate goods. You have an idea about the final goods. Car, that is the final goods. Pen, final goods. Computer, final goods. Next to textbooks, final goods. Notebook, final goods. Fan, tube light. That's it. Okay. Next. So the next pictures. The GDP, working match factories. GDP. Okay. Next one, observe what is that? Next to total the value of GDP is given in the following table. Compute the growth rate of GDP as shown for 2010 to 11. So final goods, one of the example, final goods and service is called the GDP. Final goods and service is important. Final goods and service produced within a country during a particular year is called GDP. One of the law is the definition. Excellent definition. What is the excellent definition of the GDP? Write down in your rough notes. Underline. Write down in your rough notes. Write down your rough notes. The value of final goods and services produced within a country during a particular year is called the GDP. Any rough notes are there? You should write. The value of final goods and services produced with a country during a particular year. During a particular year, you have to mix it in the brackets. April to March. Previously, that is the financial year. Previously, and before the NDA government, before the BJP government, the Congress government decided the financial year April to March. This year changed that. When the NDA came to power, Narendra Modi changed the financial year February to January. As mentioned just present which is changing. In the textbooks, already is the old textbooks. So financial year is mentioned in your textbooks April to March. Present financial year is February to January. Next to table. Next one, the value of GDP is given in the following table. Compute the growth rate of GDP as shown for 2010 to 11. First one is 2009 to 10. What is the headings? Year GDP in rupees crores. Percentage change in GDP over the previous year. Growth rate of GDP. It is important. Growth rate. General more than 10 point GDP growth rate and excellent development. 3 to 5 normal GDP rate observe. 3 to 5 normal development. 5 to 7 medium development. 7 up to actually 1 to 5 on the general normal development. 5 to 10 medium development. About 10 GDP rate and excellent. Mana points laga 9.3 grade point. 10 point anukondi grade A plus grade laga A plus grade. Same growth rate is the important calculation of the government. And then what is the development? Previous year ko మనం suppose today మనం total cell phone companies అనుకోండి. Total values suppose 100 crores అనుకోండి. Suppose next 12 year 100 next year ku 1200 crores అనుకోండి total GDP. అప్పుడు what is the rate? 20%. 20% GDP rate. So once observe the table, you have to fill the growth rate of GDP. First one example ichcharu. 2009 to 10 GDP rate, what is the how many crores? 45 lakhs 16,000. 2010 to 11 49 crores 37,000 rupees crores rupees. We how to percentage in GDP over the previous year? How to calculate the GDP? 49 lakhs 37,000 minus 45 lakhs 16,000 by 45,000 16,000 into 100. That is the calculation into 100 chart. And what is the percentage of the GDP? How to calculate the percentage GDP? Write down in the notes. How to percentage change in GDP over the previous year? How to calculate the GDP? Write down. Present GDP minus. Write down the notebook. How to calculation? And present GDP minus past GDP by. Write down. First, sorry. So first one, write down the GDP. How to calculation of the GDP? Sorry. Past. Sorry. Present. The 1 minute, 1 minute. 2009 to 10. 2010 to 11. What is the previous? What is the previous to later? What is the previous? What is the later? Ask me best. Confused. First to write down what is the how to calculation of the GDP. Previous GDP minus past GDP past by previous GDP into 100. That is the calculation of the GDP growth rate. Second one ela calculate cheyali? Second one calculate. So 52 crores 44,000 minus 49 lakhs 37,000 by what is the 49 crores 37,000 into 100 is the next one. Once after that, next the third one same calculation. Second one once after write down. Second one, third one you have to complete that. Second one, 52 lakhs 44,000 minus 49 lakhs 37,000 crores by 49 lakhs 37,000 crores into 100. Our tables run so yes. So third table you have to what is the growth rate? You can observation. You have to idea about that. Third one same. What is the same? 55 lakhs 5,000 crores minus 52,000 44,000 crores by 52 lakhs 44,000 into 100. We calculate that is the coming. So calculate this one. First one in the bracket lo complete cheyali. What is the bracket? First one lo 49 lakhs 37,000 minus 45 lakhs 60,000 lo first that's one step cheyali. That is the first step. What is the coming after minus is coming? What is the data is given later by 45 lakhs 16,000 into 100. First step is the first complete. What is the bracket? You have to complete. Next go to the second step. Okay. Next topic. 5 minutes. Okay. Next topic we can go to the next lesson. Is there any doubt? I am ready to give the clarification. Please unmute. Mute, please. Total. So, any doubts is there? What is the lesson is the complete? Only 5 minutes is there. Any question related from our third lesson? I am ready to give the answer.
Tulasi sir. Sir. Tulasi sir. Shamir sir.
మేడం చెప్పండి మేడం.
డౌట్స్ అడగమని చెప్పండి సార్ పిల్లల్ని కొందరిని.
బాబు మీకు ఏదైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే
అడగండి.
హ్యాండ్ రైట్ చేయండి, అన్మ్యూట్ చేస్తారు. బాబు మీకు ఏదైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే రైట్ హ్యాండ్ చేయండి, అన్మ్యూట్ చేస్తారు. మీకేం డౌట్స్ లేవా?
So you have to take the mute, unmute what the members are given to the option. You have any doubt? I am ready to give the clarity.
Sir. 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 Okay. వీళ్ళకి హోంవర్క్ ఇచ్చాను మేడం. సార్ వీళ్ళకి హోంవర్క్ ఇచ్చాను సార్. ఈ రోజు
okay. Homework is given.
Send చేశాను సార్.
Okay sir. Tables already tables is given. That is the homework for you. You have to complete all the tables later. That is your homework. Next to any doubts to ask. That is the homework. Tables, some tables already given previously. You have to fill the tables. That is the homework for you. Any doubts for you? No, na? Okay, sir. Thank you for your cooperation to complete the successfully complete of the lesson. Thank you to everyone.